Hey, you two, it's your boy Domination. I'm back again. The only place you're gonna get it, the only place in the world you're gonna get it, only place in the world you're gonna get it, only place in the world you're gonna get it. Right back in the base. Chunk of the deuce is how we do it. Texas, baby, man of Dallas, you know what it is, you know what it is. I know y'all miss me, I miss y'all too. Let's not forget what I'm really about to say, because I want to pay excuse me, I want to pay an honor and a tribute and this video topic right here is called God Bless America. And I want to pay tribute to 9/11, man. But shout out to Chuba, who the Chuba from 9/11 from New York City, who people lost somebody, their victims, and the tragedies that everybody went down over there. You know, hardworking men and women, and even children. You know, 400 firefighter lost their lives to trying to defend this country, try to protect this country, man, because we need a lot of healing process, man, because the way this world going on right now, but I guarantee you, black, white, Asian, Latinos, or Middle East, everybody else, the Native American, we're gonna get through. We're gonna get through these last days, man, because it will be a new day, new beginning, new world, new faith. Because I'm telling you right now, because the way things now, it need to be left said, unsaid, and the answer need to be proved. To me, man, I never forget what happened over there in 9/11. I never forget what happened. I remember when I was still at school at the time. I was in ninth grade when that stuff was happening. I remember when this tragedy went happen. I was on my way to school, and I was thinking about it was about 5:30 or maybe 6:30 or 7 6:45 or 8:40 8 38 p.m. or something like that. I was on my way to school, and my mom and my brother. My brother was on the way to school, and he almost went to the store with my mom right quick, and all the stuff that went down over there. And I never understand what was going on. When I was at school, when as soon as I would get there, I knew that there was something, that don't seem right when I went to school. Everything became mentally silenced, man. And it was just something that it was a dark cloud came over me and everyone else. And I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? And as soon as when I heard the pronouncement was going on, they said something happened over there in New York City. And I'm like, what? And then when I heard that and they was giving a pronouncement about it, one of my teachers told us, me and my whole class, as soon as I got in the classroom, it was a sad day. And when I saw that they turning on their television, and I seen these two planes crashing down with these two buildings, but the first plane was hitting this first building, and it's still standing a couple minutes, and then after two, maybe three, 2 or 3, 4 hours, minute, there's another building hitting the second building. Then the building crashing down first, and then the other building crashed second. And it was sad, and everybody was crying, and people run away. It looked like a dust smoke just coming out of there. It was the worst thing I ever seen. And I'm like, man, and I'm thinking in my mind, man, this is Armageddon right here. Armageddon is coming down on this world. And I couldn't believe it would just happen like this in the United States. And I mean, it happened like that the whole world. The whole world seen it. It was a sad day, and it happened. It was a sad day. That was when I was really, I was going to transfer after all this tragedy went down, and everybody was talking about it. It was between Oak Cliff and to Lake Howes to Oak Cliff. It was a sad day. Everybody heard about it. Everybody understand like what's going on. And my brother, when he went to school, people was crying and get some things and what went down. And some people over there, there's people over here in New York over here in Texas, have families over there who working over there in the World Trade Center, and they lost a couple of their family. Shout out to all the victims and the loved ones, and the tragedy went down. Rest in peace. And we never forget y'all. We're gonna keep y'all remember what's going on. We're gonna see you when we get there. You know, when the heavenly gates. It was crazy. And one of my brothers, telling me this. Everybody was mourning with everybody lost over there in the tragedy. It not only affected New York City, it affected the whole United States as a whole because it was just unreal to be left said been saying, and everybody but was mourning to except these two people laughing about these dudes and the teeth say something y'all rude, and there's nothing to be laughing about that because how would they feel if their families being in those two buildings and they can't find no family? There's nothing funny about that. If I ever found somebody funny about that, I'm gonna knock your front teeth front end out of your asshole. Excuse my language, people, because I know this is a tragedy that went down over there. Because I never forget that. And I was watching a couple news, couple months, because I never understand why this stuff has happened like this. And it was happening the whole world. The whole world seen it. It was crazy. It was crazy. But that's good. New York rising up after this the demonstration that went down that happens to them, because no matter what happens, we only strong will survive, man. Definitely, man. America just got to get themselves together, and we're gonna fight for this, man. We're gonna win in the end, because when I was coming up, I never thought I was belong in America. I always think I'm not hate America. At first I thought because I never belonged here. When you're black and you never understand that, you don't belong. But then I realized I do belong here. I mean, I love America, and I would die defending it like my other family did. Like my father. My father would fight in Vietnam, in the early '70s and the late '70s, when all this stuff, because it was the most bloody out war that ever come in history. That's when Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and JFK and the peace, love movement and all this stuff went down. And they made some theme song music at the Vietnam happen. There was nothing greatest war ever after Vietnam. He was one, fight in it. I don't know what kind of position he signed himself to combat with, but he was fighting the world a couple of years. And I remember I was a baby at that time, seeing some bloody bodies and stuff like that, and they had war, army food. Army food was kind of different over there in that time. I never could remember. I remember some of it, but I was too young to really understand it. But when I get older, I understand now. I mean, war been around very amount of history since the Eponium, the king of France. I mean, Prince Eponium. Since George Washington, since all these other people had wars for years. Since everyone, everybody had war, and nobody doesn't like war. There's always going to be war against the United States, and not only against, but the whole other world. But I gotta say this as a fence, because I wish the whole world would have a world peace. I really do. But I don't think it would never be. We need to have that balance back between good and evil and understand. And a lot of people, especially in New York and everybody else, believe 9/11 was a inside job. Now, I don't know about that, man, because there's a lot of speculation over there what happened in 9/11. No one knows what really did happen in 9/11. I don't know. You don't know. No one knows. Everybody. Now, Mos Def did a song. I don't know. It was his name is Tech. He's a rapper or something like that. Mortal Tech or something. And they wrote a song, and then that was when Jadakiss, when they said Bush knocked them down them towers, because a lot of people believe in that, but Bush is trying to say he didn't know when the terrorists, he didn't know the buildings went down before everything this stuff was blown up. I really don't know, man. Some things need to be left said answered. Some things need to be left said alone. I really don't even know, to be honest with the truth. But all I could do is send my prayers to the 9/11 children and all the false victims. They lose their family and loved ones over there, because it can happen to any city, to my city, your city. Because I never forget what that day would happen. It was a couple 10 years ago. And now years later, everybody make a celebration about that. So I did a video tribute for one of my favorite lists of videos. Just look it up, see it for yourself. And you know, and I got a song, and it goes to Elton John. It was a song called Imagine. Because I believe, can you imagine if the world would have been different, if the problems would have been solved like a puzzle? Because I believe that the good, the evil become a beginning, and the good, the evil come beginning, and the good come the end. That's what I look at it, because you know God is always on our side, and the devil will never win, never. Only we let it to win, to cheat to win. So send out to my prayers to everybody else, all the 9/11. Say to for memorial for y'all. I love y'all, for all America, and God bless America. Because I do believe I do belong, and I can prove I belong, because I'm an American citizen. But I'm all American for myself. Because I have every right like everybody else. Just like whites have rights, blacks have rights, Latinos have rights, Asians have rights, Middle East, Native Americans have rights. Everybody have rights. But all we got is each other. It's all we got. And we can't lose it. Don't ever use the state of unity, because that's what it needs right now in this America, for let the healing process to go on. Because I'm telling you, man, the more longer we live is strong, the more while we live, we will survive, and we will conquer, and we definitely will win. All right? And shout out to 9/11, pay tribute to y'all, and I love y'all, all y'all. One love, one conquer ball, everybody. Because we could get together, and we're gonna make it be all right and make history. Because history gonna beat itself anyway. But as I said before, I'm glad I made this video. And it's your boy Domination. This back of the basic. God bless America and the troops and everybody else, including yours. And that's all the video up top of the day. It's your boy Domination. Peace. And love y'all. And I'm out. Peace.